This is the Sabrent external 2.5 SATA hard drive SSD enclosure. How good is it? What's up, everybody? It's PJ the Great, and today I have an external enclosure for hard drives. This is the Sabrent 2.5-inch SATA hard drive USB 3.0 enclosure. This is good for your HDDs or SSDs. Now, I picked this guy up on Amazon.com. It was recommended by Amazon. I think it was like $8.99, not sponsored. And the reason why I picked this up is because it says that with this enclosure, you can get true SATA III speeds out of your SSD thanks to the USB 3.0 with UASP. So I want to find out. So it comes in a little light packaging there, as you can see, not too heavy. And I want to read some of the specs to you to let you know what we're working with. The features, it says here, is a tool-free design, easy to install, so that's pretty cool. Compatible with 2.5-inch SATA and SSD drives. Well, I don't know what they mean by that because an SSD is SATA. So I think they mean HDDs and SSDs. Supports 7mm to 9.5mm thickness HDDs. There's the HDD part. Plug and play, optimized for SSD UASP SATA III. Now, I picked this up because I have an SSD in my 2010 Mac Pro. This machine only runs at SATA II. So it made a lot of sense for me to pick up something like this, because if this can get me true SATA III speeds, theoretically my SSD should be a lot faster in this guy on USB 3.0 than it is in my Mac Pro running at SATA II. So without further ado, let's go ahead and crack this open, see what we get in the box. Okay, so here's our contents right here. Here's the box. See what we get. First thing is the star of the show, the little Sabrent case here. Let's get it out of the wrapping. See what kind of material this thing is made out of. It is it's plastic, but you know what? I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna be too rough with this thing. It's primarily gonna be sitting on my desk, travel with it a little bit, but just have to make sure I'm real careful with it because it's not metal, it's plastic. Also in the box you have your USB 3.0 to USB 3.0 cable. Fairly decent length, it looks like. It's probably like maybe 3 feet. Should be enough. And look at there. You see what that says? Spread the love online. Your reviews help buyers like you make the right choice. Kind of ironic. We'll see about that though. Then you have your little instruction book here. Pretty much gives you a walkthrough on how to install your SSD. Should be pretty self-explanatory. How hard can it be, right? All right, so that SSD that I was telling you about that I want to install in here, it's this little guy right here. This is my Kurani 120 gigabyte SATA III SSD. I did a review on this. If you want to check it out, I'll link the video right up here. Right? I always wonder if I'm pointing in the right place. It's there. It's up there. So I'm gonna get this little guy installed right in here, and then we're gonna do a couple of tests for you guys to see how this thing works out. The first test we're gonna do is a Blackmagic Design speed test to see if it's actually faster than being inside of my computer. I'll show the little video right here from that Karani review that I did, so you can see the speeds, what I was getting on it in SATA II. So we'll do that Blackmagic test, and then I'm also going to do a file test. I am going to take a file from the internal SSD that I have in here that is running at full SATA III, and take a file and move it from there to here, and then vice versa, to see how long it takes to see how well this guy performs. So without further ado, let's get it installed and let's start testing. So that wasn't too hard. Got it all in there within like maybe a minute, if that. Feels a lot sturdier now with the drive in there, but you can still tell it's plastic. All right, so I got this little guy, the little Sabrent, plugged into my fast power USB hub here. Go ahead and show you that. So there's the drive there. There's my fast power there. So I need to power this thing on. Now the fast power hub is hooked up to my USB 3 PCIe ports that I had to put into this Mac Pro because it didn't natively come with USB 3.0. That PCI is UASP, so it should work in theory. Not quite sure about this fast power. I don't know if it supports UASP or not, but we're about to find out. Give a little test, see what it does. Let's see. I'm gonna power it on. You see the little LED, and it immediately popped up on my desktop. So now, speed test time. All right, so now we have Blackmagic Design speed test up, and I got it going to the Sabrent with a Karani drive in there. Let's see if we see any improvement. Oh yeah, we got improvement, guys. Look at that. 315 write. And 348 read. It's definitely performing a lot faster than it was via SATA II. Not quite up to the specs of this Karani drive, but leaps and bounds faster than what it was performing inside the machine. All right, so let's do that transfer test now. Showing you right here, here's the folder that we're gonna play with that I've already got on my desktop, which is coming from the Micron 1100 SSD, running at full SATA III. See right there, got 9.32 gigabytes. So go ahead and close that. There's a little folder. And here is the scratch disk in the Sabrent enclosure. I'm gonna try and copy and paste and hit that timer all at the same time. I think I can do it. So copy and keep getting notifications. You can tell football season's coming around. All right, 1, 2, and 3. So it took 45 seconds to transfer a 9 gigabyte file from the desktop to the SSD in this Sabrent. It's not too shabby. Let's do the test in reverse. Let's see how long it takes to copy from the external drive to the desktop. Copy, and try and do this at the same time. Paste. Okay, so with my little flub there that you saw pressing the start button, I would say give it about 26, maybe 25 seconds. So it's a lot faster reading from this drive and then pasting it to the desktop, which is to be expected because my OS SSD is way faster than this Kurani is. Still decent, way faster than what it was when it was living inside my system. Think we have a winner. Okay, boys and girls, what have we learned today? This little Sabrent 2.5-inch enclosure for an HDD or a SSD. I think I like it. This thing is pretty awesome. I mean, it really makes this SSD run way faster than what it was running inside of my system. Now, if you're in the boat just like me, you have SATA 2 ports, but you have USB 3.0 on your system, it makes complete sense to pick this guy up and use it because you're gonna see a definite speed increase. Now, I'm not saying go out there and throw your OS on this and plug it into the USB 3.0. I mean, in theory, you can do it, but that's not what I'm saying. Do whatever you want to. Anyway, I'm just saying that this thing is pretty awesome. I think for the price, I paid $8.99 on Amazon.com. Super cheap, got here fast, and for what I can see, it's totally worth the purchase. I like this thing a lot. I'm going to be using this as my Final Cut Pro 10 scratch drive. It's going to do wonders for me. And if you're not like a video editor or anything like that, I think doing something like this is going to be pretty cool for you if you want like expandable storage that's fast. And the sky's the limit to what kind of SSD you're going to put in here. I have, like I said, the Kurani. You can put a Samsung in here, an A900, whatever you want. The world is your oyster. So I'm gonna give this a thumbs up. I really like it. I like it a lot. It's a little bit bulky, in comparison to like, say you're gonna get a Samsung T5, but do it yourself, external SSD. This is a win. This is a win. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so if you like this video, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so right now. You can do that by clicking that button that's right below the video. There's also a purple box that's probably been staring you in the face the whole time you've been watching this video that has my name in it. You can click on that. That'll get you subscribed as well. But don't forget to click the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload new videos. And let me know what you think of this. Do you have it? Do you not have it? Are you thinking about it? Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. If you have any questions on it, hit me up in the comment section as well. I'd love to answer any questions that you might have. You guys have been really like interactive. I mean, you guys have been talking and hitting me up in the comment section on previous videos. I appreciate that. So keep it up. I always do my best to respond as soon as I get a new message. I have it on my phone, so how could I not? So I'll see you in the next video, whether it be tech or vlog or docu-vlog. I got a whole variety of things going around over here, guys. So go on and get subscribed and see me in the next video. I think what I'm gonna do now is, I think I might edit this video off of my new drive inside of my Sabrent case. Not sponsored. Audi 5000 Jeep.